Let's talk about how to turn a PDF into an editable document that your students can work on online. So you can take these worksheets or journal notes or whatever you have that's paper that you've been using in your classroom, and you can turn that into a document that your kids have access to where they can edit and submit it back to you on Google Classroom. So the first thing you're going to want to do in Chrome, when you open Google, you're going to want to search Chrome extensions and open the Chrome web store. So when you're in the extensions, you're going to search for Kami, K-A-M-I, and you want to add this to Chrome. And yes, we want to add that extension. So now that that's been added, we're going to go to our Google Classroom. All right, let's look at what this looks like on Google Classroom. So you're going to click at the top where it says classwork, and you're going to create a new assignment. So this is going to be two-step equations, and I'm going to leave instructions for my students that says, please use Kami to complete the worksheet. And so set your due date if you have a due date. If you have a topic, you can create that as well. And now we're going to add it. If yours is on Google Drive, you can access it from Google Drive. Mine is not. Right now mine's just a file on the computer. So I'm going to click File and select from my device. And it is two-step equations. So I'm going to upload that. When you do this, make sure you change this. Right now it says students can view files. So when they open this, when they start to edit it, they're not going to have access to it. They'll have to make a copy of it, and then you will no longer have access to their work. So that's a whole extra step that you have to do, and it's very frustrating. If you choose student can edit the file, then the first student who edits it, now everyone sees their work. So you don't want to choose, you never want to choose that option. You want to make a copy for each student because you want everyone to have their own assignment. And now we're going to assign. So now that this assignment has been assigned to the students, let's see what this looks like on the student end. Now I'm in the student view, which looks very similar to the teacher view, except for you will notice at the top, there's no grade section. So students will see anything that's been added will be at the top of the stream. So they can click right there. They don't even have to go to the classwork section unless it's an older assignment and they don't want to scroll through the stream. Kids are going to be familiar with Google Classroom, so they'll be able to navigate this site. So we're going to click, I see that my teacher posted two-step equations. And I see right here it has the student name, and I'm going to click on this PDF. And they need to open with Kami. If they do not have this button at the top, then Kami is not installed on their computer, and you're going to need to go to the extension, or they will need to go to the extension store. You can do it. However, open with Kami. It might when you, so we're going to go through all this. Make sure to sign in with, they will sign in with their account. We're going to allow that. There might be more steps where they have to verify that they are a student, that they're at a K through 12 organization. It's very self-explanatory, walks you through that process, but then once you've already been in one time, then you don't have to do that again. Now that the students have the software open, there's so many things that they can do with this program. And it's not just for math. Like, I know that I'm using this for math class, but if you are an ELA class, you can have a paragraph pulled up and you want them to highlight the dangling modifier or to find the personification, whatever. If you're in science, maybe you want to give them an article and for them to underline vocabulary words or whatever. Tailor it to meet your classroom. So for this math class, the student is going to click on drawing and they can change their colors. They can pick their color. They can use the text box and change colors. They can mark up on it, highlight, all kinds of different things that they can do. Create shapes. So if you're doing a geometry unit, they can create their own shapes. Lots of stuff they can do. They're really going to have fun using this program. So what I want my students to do on this particular assignment, they're going to show their work. So I see that they understand how to solve two-step equations. So we're going to cross these out. 9x equals 0. And then when they finish solving it, divide by 9 on both sides, they can use the text to say x equals 0. And so once they finish all of this worksheet, or if I tell them I want them only to do the odd, whatever, right here in the top right hand corner, we're going to turn it in. When you see this, it says, oops, you need to upgrade to use Google Classroom integration. Hopefully, by the time you are watching this video, we will have the Cami integration. But if not, there is a way to work around this in case we don't have Cami at this point. So instead of clicking Turn It In, right beside it, the students are going to click Download with Annotations. So they're going to begin that export, and it will download it onto the kid's computer. And at that point, they can add. We're back in Google Classroom now, back in the student view, underneath Add or Create. And we've got this Cami export in my downloads. And upload that. And then the student will turn it in. So if we have the Cami integration, they'll just click Turn It In and that will be done. If we don't, they'll have to download it and then upload it. So then from the teacher view, you'll see right here in under classwork, go to that topic. I see one student has turned it in. So I'm going to look at what the student has turned in. And I'm going to look at the Cami export, unless the Cami is installed, in which case the Turn It In, there will only be one file instead of two files. And so I see that the kid got this question correct. I give them their 100, add a private comments. If I want to provide feedback, if you feel like this kid needs more practice with this area, or they can move on to the next topic, whatever, you're going to return that to them. And then on the student side, they will see that it has been graded and that this student got a 100.